G'day guys, a couple of things I want to do today. First of all, I just wanted to show you my brand new Leathercraft deluxe set. I'm so stoked I got that. It comes with plenty of stuff in there. I'll do a proper video on it later. That's not what I'm actually doing a video on. I just wanted to show that because I'm stoked. I can actually finally start doing some half decent leather working. What I did want to show you is some kits I've designed. Now, as far as I know, I haven't copied anyone. These are all my, well, obviously they're copied in some way, but I've tried to make them as original as possible. So I've got 4 little kits here I'm going to show. Well, not little, obviously they vary in size. First of all, my little E.D.C. So what you're seeing there, the silver thing, is a little wind-up torch. I'll just show that. A little wind-up torch. Not that it's going to do you much good in the bush, but it's pretty good for what it is. So, secondly, I've got my little Victorinox. Thirdly, Victorinox here has a knife, a file, a little screwdriver, scissors on the other side. You got your tweezers and your toothpick. Little tiny whistle, very tiny whistle, I should say. Over here we've got a little petrol match. You put a little bit of lighter fluid inside that container. You strike. Can't do it with one hand, but I'll just show you the little end of it. You strike that against there, and the end of that there will light up. So it works really well. It also works well without fuel if you've got something combustible to strike it against. And lastly, on that 5-piece kit there, I've got inside this little container that just goes on there like that. This here is a little mini fishing kit, and also in there I've got a needle and thread. So that is about 3 meters of 15-pound line with two hooks, 2 sinkers, a swivel, and pretty good. It all fits in there. I haven't thought of anything else to really put in there. Anyway, moving on. That's my little E.D.C. So I'm pretty happy with that. Doesn't weigh hardly anything. Just goes onto my keyring. Second kit. This is my camp survival kit. First of all, the container that it sits in, waterproof container. Very good for being waterproof. Secondly, I've got right there is about 7 meters roughly of 15-pound line, 2 hooks, 2 swivels. Next, I'll just back it up a bit. Next, I've got, I can't remember whether that was 4 or 7 meters of cordage. I've got an extra wind-up torch. Well, sorry, that's just one wind-up torch in that kit. I'll just back this off a bit. So I've got magnifying glass, fire starting, little bitty compass, a little mirror, signalling, also can be used for fire starting, also checking your face for any sort of first aid usage. A little pencil, back this up a bit. Over here we've got some medi swabs, which can be used in conjunction with the, well, obviously they're clean wounds, sorry, but I'll get to the rest of it later. So I've got a little whistle there, got cotton balls, a wire saw, the razor blade, and I already said the petrol match. Over here, this is called, this is a little eco, I'm not exactly sure the name of it, but basically what you do with this little thing here is you put it in a little bit of water and it expands like a sponge, but it turns into just a cloth. So this little thing here turns into a cloth which you can use for wiping your face. It actually holds water really well too, so if you put it into a stream and then if it's a hot day or something, you whack it around your neck and it'll keep your neck moist and stuff. It can also be used for bandaging and stuff like that, so it's a really worthwhile thing to have. Over here, super glue. Some people may wonder why I've got super glue in there, but if anyone's watched any of the SAS shows, they'll know that SAS soldiers use them to close up wounds. So that's a really good idea to have. Saves you having to try and sew yourself up. You use the medi-swabs to obviously clean out the wound and glue yourself back together. And then use the little eco towel, I'll call it, little eco towel to obviously bandage yourself up a little bit. So I'm pretty sure I just covered everything in that little kit there. That's the container, the fishing kit, the cordage, lighting, magnifying glass, mirror, itty bitty compass, pencil, whistle, medi-swabs, multi-tool. I didn't get into the multi-tool. Okay, I've got this little tiny multi-tool here. Now, it's got a little bottle opener, little can opener, little knife edge, little ruler. I'm not exactly sure what this gauge here is for. Little tiny screwdriver. Have no idea what you're going to use a screwdriver for out in the bush, but you never know. Right next to it here, another little needle and thread, heavy duty thread by the way. I'm not exactly sure what type it is. All I know is that it's very strong. It's almost impossible to break by hand, so it's pretty strong cordage. So that's survival kit number 2. Thirdly, take this back a bit, survival kit number 3. I'll get up so I can show this in a bit more detail. So we've got this belt pack here. It's an Aussie Disposals pack. Basically that's supposed to clip onto your belt, and here you've just got this, it's supposed to have you can basically put a belt loop or something like that to go over your shoulder as well, so that it's not just hanging off one loop, you can actually have it hanging off your shoulder as well. Here we've got another survival kit with extra cordage, duct tape, 3 of those little eco swab things, a multi-tool, a poncho, emergency poncho, space blanket, and a bottle, as well as a long knife. And I'll show that long knife in detail in a minute. So all those items there fit into that bag there, which just clips onto your belt, and you've got a loop there that you can attach it to your shoulder as well. So that's a pretty good little kit too. And last but not least is the deluxe kit. Now everything you see here fits into this Hessian bag here, which is another Aussie Disposals bag, and they're relatively inexpensive. It's just a Hessian bag, and I've used them forever. I've used them all the way through high school, primary school, and all that sort of stuff. Just an over-the-shoulder bag. They just last forever, and they're very inexpensive. So in this kit here, I've got another survival kit with all the things that you saw in the previous kit. 4 of those eco swabs. This here is the fixed blade knife that I just showed in the pack just a second ago. It's very sharp, but it's very thin, so if you try to hack with anything, you're likely to damage it. It will do for a lot of your cutting needs and stuff like that. Got a little bit of a saw blade there. I'm not exactly sure what you'd use that for, and I think it's more for decoration than anything else, but still, that's the little blade that comes with this kit that I designed. So over here we've got coverage. We've got a tarp here. Sorry, move this back. Tarp. Here we've got a microfiber towel, which comes out to be a fairly decent size. Sorry, take that back. It's probably about 4 foot by 2 foot, or something like that, around about 4 foot by 2 foot for a towel. It's microfiber, so works really good. Definitely useful, especially if you fall into a river or something like that. I've got duct tape there, nice roll of duct tape. Got a container here, which obviously you can use to boil water or anything like that. Obviously, another water bottle. Over here I've got gloves. If you're ever in the bush, you want to make sure you're wearing something on your hands, because if you hurt yourself in the bush, you can be ages away from medical attention. But obviously minimal medical attention I put into the kit. Also a space blanket and another poncho. Down here you can see I've got another multi-tool, another ferrocerium rod and striker, and this here, it's a whistle that basically just pulls apart. So you've got the whistle there. On the other side of it you've got a compass as well as a thermometer and a light. And a little tiny bit of storage in there. On this bit here, this also unscrews. If I can get it off with one hand, I can't, but it doesn't matter. Another magnifying glass, and behind the magnifying glass is another little mirror that can be used for signalling. Last but not least is a multi-purpose shovel, pick and saw, as well as bottle opener, which comes with its own little pouch, and everything on that, sorry, take it back, everything all fits into that little hessian sack and weighs next to nothing. You can just have it over your shoulder and take that out bush, and it is a fantastic little idea that I thought might do, considering it covers all of Dave's 5Cs. It covers Dave's 5Cs as well as some extra usages. So I just thought that having a few little extra bits can make going out bush from being a trial to a bit more of a pleasure. So I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. See ya.